we'll get started with some opening comments from Coach.
Yeah, it's obviously a huge win for us. We got a lot of respect for Coach Barnes in Tennessee. And, tough team, athleticism, quickness, experience, very good defensively. And, I thought our guys, even though our execution wasn't great sometimes and had those 16 turnovers, I thought we really did some good things. Missing 19 free throws. We just didn't make them pay. At the free throw line, but we were still doing good things. I think that's the one thing, trying to keep, the energy and keep everybody positive. Sometimes when you're missing an open three, you're missing a free throw, you miss a jump hook that you normally make, stay process based. I thought our guys hung in there and we got a lot of support. Zach went out and I thought, Caleb and Trey and Mason and those guys did a really good job. Fletch really got us going in the first half, knocking down shots, making his free throws, and just making plays. A couple of those hustle plays that he made were huge. Diving on the floor and getting us that extra possession. And but I just pleased with the effort. Our execution's got to be better. Our defense, has got to be better. We got to make improvements there. But our guys are really pulling for each other and giving the maximum effort.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for questions for Zach and Fletcher to begin with. Zach.
Zach, is that Val the most physical game you played in? Where would you rank it?
Like Coach Payne said, they're a super tough team. We knew that kind of coming in. That's kind of their thing. They're super physical. I don't know where I'd rank it all time. Big Ten's pretty physical too, but in a game like that, to out-rebound a physical, tough team like that, says a lot about our team.
Fletcher, when you hit that first shot, first three, it seemed like that actually instantly gave you confidence. It seemed to miss a little bit yesterday. Were you hunting for your shot more today? Did it just come to the natural flow of the offense today? What happened?
Obviously after yesterday, no one wants to go over 5 or over 6, whatever I was, but just sticking with it, coming back with the same confidence I had. I had 0 points when I had 30 yesterday. It's a new day, it's a new game, and another game we got to win. And whether it's me getting 27 or whether it's me getting 2, that's what I'm here to help the team win.
Hey, for both players, you guys kind of beat Gonzaga yesterday at the pace, changing the pace of the game in the second half. Just how much does it mean to this team to show you can win UFC style with the other two?
Yeah, we're a super versatile team. We can run offense a lot of different ways. We can get up in transition, we can run half court, we have really good sets, we can rebound the ball. We have a lot of stuff to our team that makes it harder to game plan.
Yeah, like you said, the versatility. I don't know if I've heard Zach use that big of a word before. But it's special. We got a lot of guys that can go, a lot of guys off the bench. Poor Ethan Morgenstad over there, but he came in ready to fucking win. I'm sorry about that. But he came in and helped us get a stop there at the end. And it's what he wanted to do. He's a senior on this team, and he just wants to win.
Fletcher, Zach, you guys had a couple games last year where you could say the whistle didn't go your way, and you guys seemed upset. How did you guys handle that as a team this time?
We don't really speak on referees. We miss layups, they miss calls. It's part of basketball. Just play through it and move on. Accept that they're human too. They're not trying to do anything to impact you negatively. Just play through it.
Yeah, it was a long game. A lot of fouls were called, but coaches get on me for complaining sometimes. I got on them right back. Maybe complain a little bit, but you just got to fight through it. You're here to win the game, and whether there's 3 officials out there or 3 fans on the court with us, we got to win the game.
Back middle.
Fletcher, based off that line, pretty obvious how much this one did. Talk a little bit about getting this one.
It's huge. It's something, a tournament you grow up watching. It's in Hawaii, better place. There's no better place you could be right now. And it's had the best pool they've ever talked about. For such a big tournament, it's gonna be special to compete for a championship tomorrow. And we didn't come here to play for that 3rd place, 4th place game. We came here to win it. And today's win with Zach in foul trouble and other guys needed to step up, it was just huge for our team and just boosted our confidence.
Building on that, Zach, you motioned to the sideline after you hit your first free throw after missing, I think, your first 5 or 6. Was that something you felt mentally when you're like, okay, finally relief, I can exhale settle into the game?
Yeah, I mean, just as a shooter, sometimes when it feels good coming off your hands and then it comes off the rim, it's a tough thing. Kind of makes you question some things and then you string some things together. So once I kind of saw one go in, like Mason yelled to me, he said, like, it looks like you're trying to aim it too much. So I just tried to let one go, look at the rim, shoot it, went in, and I got like 6 in a row at the end. So kind of trying to trust my skill, trust my shot. It was a big thing for me, kind of to get my free throws back at the end of the game there.
One last question for the players.
With such a quick turnaround and back-to-back game, and so physical today, did it have any bearing on your legs or feeling throughout the game? Did it affect anything?
No, I feel perfect.
I wouldn't say so. I thought we did a good job of listening to our trainer, doing what we needed to do, hydrate. But we got another one tomorrow, so I guess we'll see.
Thanks, Fletcher. Thanks, Zach. Next, we'll open the floor to Coach. Questions for Coach.
Matt, that was obviously a physical game. How do you feel like your guys just emotionally dealt with a lot of free throws, especially early on, and just how they responded?
Yeah, just trying to play through, contact. I thought, anytime, he gets fouled and they call it, it's going to balance out at some point. And there just seemed like there was a lot of collisions at the other end that you couldn't see, in that second half. And so, you just don't know as a coach, you're 40, 50 feet away from collisions. And normally when there's collisions, it's on the defense, right? And we had to be physical without fouling and make some of those plays. Then they started shooting more free throws in the second half, but it's just one of those grinder type games. And I thought our guys made plays, and I thought we were pretty good, when he wasn't in yesterday. And then I thought we were pretty good once again when he wasn't in. We hung tough, and Danny made a couple tough shots there at the end and got him going. But I thought our guys really showed some toughness, defending and playing. But they did too. Like, his teams are always that way. We played him in the Bahamas, we played him in the NCAA tournament. Like, his teams they're always tough as nails, and so this could have went either way. They could have won just as easily. We were just fortunate just to kind of push it out that last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Coach, Connect gets 13 points in the first half, only 3 in the second half. I guess, what do you see change out there defensively for you guys?
Well, I thought he got away from us a couple times, once in transition, and he just missed. I think we got a good contest there, but you just can't let him cork it like that. He's a good player. He's got a bright future. He can post you a little bit. He can go off the dribble. We really wanted to get in those gaps and make it hard to where he couldn't get in those creases and get to the basket or spin into a pull up. But I thought we were pretty fortunate a couple times. He had a pretty good first half, but I thought he just had a couple good looks that he missed in that second half.
Yeah, man. So what? 52 fouls between the two teams. Is that on the players? Is that on the refs? Where do you weigh in on this?
Yeah,
America wants to know.
Yeah, I'd weigh in on it because of him. I don't think this game's this way if Zach Edey doesn't play in the game. And those guys are going to balance it at some time. They say they don't, but they're going to balance it sometime. I'm not saying that we don't foul, but we committed the fewest fouls in America last year. 362 teams. We got a lot of experience back. Doesn't mean we don't have an outlier 3-4 games where we do foul, but for the most part we don't. And we had the number one free throw disparity in the country last year too. So this isn't anything new for us in terms of if you get officials that are going to call, and that's the only thing that we want. We don't want everybody's rules and Zach Edey's rules. We want the rules to be the same. As long as the rules are the same, for post play, so be it. I think Kansas would probably say that with a guy like Hunter Dickinson. We played Trace Jackson Davis in Indiana. I think they would say the same thing in his career. You just want where it's an even playing field. And that doesn't mean the fouls are the same, right? Free throws are the same, because that's not, you got to call a game. And so you get into that, 9 fouls versus 3 and going against you or going for you. Well, sometimes that's the way it is. One team fouled 9 times and 3 times. But that was a tough game. It was a tough game to officiate, tough game to coach, tough game for players. So like I said, we were pretty fortunate to win.
Last question in the back.
Matt, really all night long, it seemed like Fletcher would not let you guys lose. What does it say about him and his effort to come up big?
Yeah, I would say is, you know, even though he made some shots and made some plays scoring the ball, like the biggest thing was like that turnover that he dove and got, and some of those rebounds. Some of those rebounds he flew in, he kind of forced them to foul him and got a good box out and went there. He's not the most athletic guy in the world, so he physically's got to get a piece of people and get in their way and step to them, because then once he goes, you know, from a jumping standpoint, I mean, if they got a little bit of an advantage, it's probably not getting it. So, you know, just a winner. You know, just a winner, like a guy that's going to do some, you know, some little things to help your team win. And you know, today I thought he was pretty grimy.
Thanks, Coach.